All right, welcome back to the show, everybody. Hope you all are having a good day so far. So, I wanted to check out this video here. Actually, this was this a member's request? No, this was not. I think I found this one myself, actually. But if not, then my bad. Anyways, this one's about Nikola Jokic. And this is from a channel called Hoops Central. And I don't know why I'm not subscribed to this channel. I've watched multiple videos. I'm fixing that problem right now. Now I'm subscribed. All right. So this one's titled Nikola Jokic is becoming exactly what the NBA was afraid of. And I'm not sure exactly what he means by that title, but I'm sure he's going to get into it. But what I can tell you is, my God, man, I've been following his game for a while, and every single season I can say he's better. Like, I'm waiting for him to hit his peak. And I'm wondering, and same thing I thought last year. I thought last year was probably his peak. Nope. This year he has surpassed it somehow. And this guy, it's funny for a guy who, like, a lot of people give him crap for wanting to, he won a championship and he immediately wanted to go back to his home country and just, like, be with his horses and stuff. For a guy who's not like 365 days a year devoted to basketball, him being this damn good, this better than everybody else is just phenomenal. So if you guys haven't been watching this year, he has been lighting it up. I don't understand how they have such a good record, but it's really just been all on him. I don't know how else to put it. Like, he's been willing his team to victories over and over and over again. Is that sustainable? Probably not. They probably need to get him some solid help out there, because doing this for an entire season and being expected to make a deep playoff run, that's a lot of responsibility for just one dude. But I'll tell you what, in the regular season, it's been phenomenal to watch. So anyways, long intro, my bad. I didn't mean to ramble about Jokic here. I'm going to link the original video down below in the description for you, like I always do. You also see a list of channel members. Shout out to my channel members. I appreciate you guys a lot. And happy holidays, everybody. Let's get into this one, okay? Like the vid if you could. Hit that hype button if you could. It all helps. And here we go.
Jokic, as great as he is and all the things he's doing, I think we're kind of taking it for granted. And he's in that LeBron conversation. I'm sure Wendy will speak about the numbers that he's putting up. And he's just been doing it for half a decade now of being in the MVP conversation. His numbers are unbelievable. But because he does it so often and so easily, people are not appreciating or respecting it.
Nikola Jokic.
And I'm going to be real, because I've seen this before with Tim Duncan. It's a highlight world right now, right? Everyone is all about their short videos and their highlights and all this stuff. Jokic doesn't make the best highlights. Same like Tim Duncan didn't make the best highlights. He's not going to, like, Ja Morant, like, cradle it back and, like, dunk over, a big guy and, like, throw a big fiasco about it. That's not Jokic. Jokic is a silent assassin. He's just producing everything on the basketball court. So because of that, I think a lot of people are not appreciating, what he's bringing to the game nearly enough. It's funny because, like, Duncan's been retired for a while. Barely anybody, like, I talk about Duncan here, but rarely does anybody really talk about Tim Duncan anymore. It's messed up the way it all goes. And I don't want to see Jokic end up this way, but I think it's the curse of not being flashy.
Just dropped 55 points on 91% true shooting. Let that sink in.
Yeah.
This was more than just MVP level Jokic performance. This is ultra efficient, full control of the game, barely breaks a sweat Jokic.
Jokic, fall away. That's good too.
And what he's doing to start the 25-26 NBA season has pushed him into a new tier of dominance. So let's break down how he's doing it and why teams might not have a solution this time. When you consider how Jokic prefers to play, making reads, setting up teammates, and taking the perfect pass over the perfect shot, 90%.
Wow, what a split.
Up teammates.
Look at this.
And taking the perfect pass.
Look at that. How little clearance he had there. The bounce had to be absolute perfect. Right in his hands.
Perfect shot, 90% of the time. The Clippers' game plan actually made sense. As LA's head coach, Ty Lue said, "Our game plan was to make him score. Just take away his passing, take everybody else out of the game." Well, that part of the mission was accomplished, I guess. To be fair, the numbers backed up the idea. Throughout Jokic's career, the Nuggets were 186 and 63 when he dished 10 or more assists.
Wow.
Compared to 22 and 15 when he scored 40 or more.
Wow. So, okay. He has to be the main facilitator. So what I see as a weakness on this team is he's probably the best facilitator in the league right now. If you have somebody you think is better, put it in the comments. Tag it with the timestamp it with this. I'm interested to see who you guys think is the greatest facilitator right now. But I think it's him at the moment. Luka is somewhere up there as well. But yeah, what he needs is a scoring assassin. That's what he needs, because to have the weight of having to do the bulk of the scoring and the bulk of the facilitating, that's rough. And if you can get somebody in there that can average, close to 50% and just hit, just hit from anywhere, that would be a great duo. So he can focus more on facilitating and rebounds and all the other stuff that he provides.
And in one sense, Lue's tactic worked. No other Nuggets scored more than 18, with Jamal Murray, Aaron Gordon, and the rest combining to shoot 26 for 61 and just 8 for 28 from deep. And as far as Jokic's passing, somewhat limited too, because he finished with only 6 assists, a season low for one of the best setup men in the history of the sport, who's also leading the league in assists per game. But with Jokic, solving one problem just means you've chosen a different way to lose. On the second night of a road back-to-back, after dropping 35, 15 and 7 with only 3 missed shots and 3 turnovers the night before.
How did he get so open? Sorry.
7 with only 3 missed
Oh, yeah. He slept on a switch.
Shots and
that's crazy. No one's even looking.
3 turnovers the night before. He actually started slow, missing 3 of his first 4 attempts against the Clippers, a lefty layup in traffic, a short push shot after grabbing an offensive board, a wide open catch and shoot 3. But then he stopped missing. Jokic detonated for 25 points in the first quarter, adding 5 rebounds and just 1 assist because the rest of Denver's starters looked heavy-legged. He simply put the team on his back, outscored the Clippers starting 5 by himself, and did it with elite efficiency. 33 minutes, 23 shots.
Damn.
The Clippers fouled him, trapped him, bodied him. Nothing slowed him down. They dared him to score, and he answered by dragging Denver through the fatigue and ripping the win away from LA. He's one of the greatest to ever touch a basketball. Every game is a reminder that we will never see anything like him. Enjoy it now. I know I do.
I agree.
Jokic had 33 at halftime, chopping a
33 at half.
Digit Clippers lead down to 5, and then opened the second half by hitting his first 7 shots, a 19-point avalanche that completely flipped the game. After scoring 52 points on just 22 shots in 31 minutes through 3 quarters.
Spencer Jones. Jokic has done it all tonight. 46 for the Joker now.
Jokic checked back in midway through the 4th with Denver up 19. A move head coach David Adelman defended as simply closing out a game against a team that can heat up from deep at any moment. 6 minutes later, the 130-116 win was sealed. 1 putback and a free throw after that. Jokic walked off with 55 points, tying MVP rival Shai Gilgeous-Alexander for the NBA's single-game season high, on 18 for 23 shooting, with 12 rebounds, 6 assists, 1 steal, 1 block, and only 2 turnovers in 34 minutes. This is insane. With the amount of touches he had, all the decision-making he was responsible for, and the entire defense keyed in on him, he turned the ball over just 2 times and barely missed anything. Here's what his shot chart looked like. 8 for 10 at the rim, 5 for 7 from mid-range, 5 for 6 from 3,
5 for 6,
14 for 16 at the line. He cooked Ivica Zubac and Brook Lopez.
That's also a big thing that needs to be appreciated. a big man of this magnitude, you know, and of this skill level, he's hitting all his free throws too.
In every possible way. Sprinting off pin downs, popping to the arc after ball screens, facing up in the mid-range, bullying smaller defenders in the post, and slicing up double teams with calm, surgical reads. This wasn't just dominance. This was Jokic reaching a level even the league's most efficient scorers haven't touched.
And if I'm a Denver ownership right now, like my mission is to get a scorer in there, because I don't want to see him scoring 50-something points. Like, it's amazing. It's awesome that he can do it. This is not sustainable. You know, like it's crazy to think, but I think if he had somebody else to help with that scoring load, a 30-point triple-double on average is not out of the cards. And I think that would spread everything a lot better that way. But you need somebody who's going to get in there and get you like 20 to 25 points a game in that range consistently. And right now, Murray's not even consistent. So like, and he's the closest to a number 2 scorer that Jokic really gets and has had for a long time. So he needs one dude who doesn't need the ball in his hands all the time, who can play off the ball and score. He needs Steph Curry. Actually, I think about it. He literally needs Steph Curry, and just go out there, get you 25 to 30, play off the ball, so Jokic can be the facilitator and try stopping that team.
According to GameScore, his performance against the Clippers wasn't just the best game of the season, it was the most productive game of his entire career, regular season or playoffs. That feels unreal. Think of all the huge performances he's given us in his already storied career.
A buddy of mine sent me earlier today, actually, a box plus minus list, like the top players in the NBA currently this season. And Jokic is like literally doubling the number 2. I think the number 2 was Shea, and then like Luka was there. And I think Giannis was there. They're all fighting for that second spot. You take that, and then like it was more than a double. It was ridiculous, that chart I saw. It reminds me of those like Jimmy High Roller videos where you see everybody and then you see Jordan way up above everybody else, you know, and everybody else is just fighting for a second. That's what it looked like, but it was Jokic this time.
3 MVPs, 7 straight All-NBA selections, and somehow we might be watching the greatest version of Nikola Jokic ever.
I think so.
And this is what he's doing during Denver's 6-game win streak. 35.8 points, 12 rebounds, 11 assists, shooting 73.9% from the field,
Jeez.
and 55.6% from...
Hold on. Hear that again. Because he's scoring this much. And I say this about Jordan all the time. How the hell are you having that high of a percentage when you have to shoot this much? Listen to this percentage.
Shooting 73.9% from the field.
What the hell is that?
And 55.6% from three-point land.
55 from 3? Dude. You know, I'm not huge into 3-point, the 3-point shot, but you're shooting 55%, you shoot them all day. Those are the best statistic odds that you're just going to run up the score. Just 55% of the time you're going to score 3 points, go. Don't stop.
He's the first player in NBA history to average a 35-point triple-double on 60+% shooting across a 6-game stretch.
What the hell?
And because Jokic treats the record books like a routine Monday morning checklist, here's another absurd one. Only one player in NBA history has done all of these in the same season. A 50-point game, a 30-15-15 game, a 25-plus point game without attempting a single free throw. That player is Nikola Jokic, and he did all of them in barely over a week.
What the hell?
The only players in StatHead's database to hit 3/4 of their attempts inside the arc for an entire season are Mitchell Robinson, DeAndre Jordan, Jackson Hayes, and Gary Payton II.
Oh, GP2.
All of whom took fewer than 5 2-point shots per game. Yeah. Jokic is taking nearly 12, shooting from much farther distances, and doing it against defenses built specifically to stop him, and is still reducing all of it to rubble.
Jokic on DeAndre Jordan.
Oh,
Jokic.
He went right into the block attempt.
and he hooks it in.
His touch is unlike anything the league has ever seen. Half hooks on the block, tip-in putbacks around the rim, floaters, runners, mid-range turnarounds, and those defender-breaking sombor shuffles. It's like each of his fingerprints has its own brain, all working together to convince the rim to cooperate and turn from hard steel into the softest cotton for a quick moment.
I mean, the more I watch him play, the more it's just like, if Tim Duncan and Larry Bird had a baby, that's him. Like, that's him. This is what's going on here. He's just some weird hybrid.
And Joker pairs that touch with the strength to move any defender into the restricted area, the quickness to run the floor and create easy early offense, and a three-point stroke that's had him over 40% from deep in each of the last 2 seasons. Add all of that together, and you get the scoring efficiency we've simply never seen before. Case in point, Jokic is shooting 68.4% from the field, which would be the highest mark ever for any player averaging at least 10 shots a night, topping even Wilt Chamberlain.
I'm going to point out something simple here, because this got him in some trouble last season in the postseason. Check his off arm, okay? He is getting away with something here, and they will probably start calling this in the playoffs again. Watch this.
Get the scoring efficiency
he's getting away with a lot of this right now.
Never seen before. Case in point, Jokic
watch it again.
Shooting 68.4% from the field, which would be the highest mark ever for any player averaging at least 10
Now, I know what you all are thinking. LeBron James gets away with that too. Absolutely. 100%. But it's still supposed to be called. It's still supposed to be a violation. So we'll see if they call it in the playoffs.
Shots a night, topping even Wilt Chamberlain's 66-67 season. His 77.3% true shooting percentage, factoring in 2s, 3s, and free throws, is on pace to shatter the all-time record for qualifying players. Robert Williams set the current mark of 74.
All right, last pause for a while. I also love how simple he makes the game. Like, I know a lot of these shots look boring, but just look. No extra effort, no extra energy is going to be wasted on this. Watch. Rebound, put back.
In 2s, 3s,
right after this.
And free throws.
That too, though.
He's on pace to
just
shatter
got
the all-time
back in,
record.
Barely jumped. Minimal energy wasted in that.
Qualifying players. Robert Williams set the current mark of 74.5% in 22-23 on a diet of dunks and layups. But the thing that really breaks basketball logic with Jokic, again, is the touch.
Yeah.
I swear, I don't think I've ever seen this dude miss a floater at the rim. And the wild part, that might actually be the most impressive element of his entire game. His passing gets the headlines, but his touch is what silently destroys teams. Because these aren't easy shots. He's hitting high arching floaters, running floaters, same foot, same hand push shots, little right-handed parachute off awkward angles,
Crazy.
all with defenders draped on him. And he knocks them down like he's doing...
Yeah, he's getting hit a lot in these plays. I understand why he's hitting back. Because he's not getting a lot of these calls. I've seen it about 10 times just in this video so far. And we're about halfway through. About 8 minutes in. I've seen about 10 times where he's getting shoved right when he's shooting the ball.
The floater is one of the hardest shots in basketball to master. Yet Jokic has turned it into a cheat code. Most players don't do well in that in-between area, too far for a layup and too close for a well-practiced free throw line extended jumper. But Jokic, that's his playground. Turning, twisting, sombor shuffling. He lives in floater range and treats it like a layup line. And this is where he breaks defenders' brains. Because normally...
That was a brilliant way to create space, man.
Layup line. And
watch this. He's gonna create space during the spin, if I saw this correctly.
Where he breaks defenders' brains.
Look at that. Look at that little nudge. That was cool to see right off the spin.
Because normally, if you force a center into a floater, that's a win. It means you walled up a layup or a dunk, you protected the rim, and you're in a position for a rebound. But with Jokic, giving him a floater is a death sentence. And all of this touch extends to everything he does around the rim. The way he rebounds, the way he handles the ball, nothing ever slips. Yeah. Nothing ever gets fumbled. His hands look like magnets.
Yeah.
Bad passes, loose balls, 50-50 tips. Jokic just absorbs them. That's elite coordination, that's elite feel, and it's exactly why he's becoming the thing the NBA hoped he wouldn't.
And it's funny because the first like 3 or 4 times I watched him play, I was like, man, he's clumsy, but it's working for him. And now I don't even see him as clumsy anymore. It's like this is all calculated. I know he's about to get right into the root of this video, so let me just back it up one second here.
And it's exactly why he's becoming the thing the NBA hoped he wouldn't.
Remember, Adelman said it's turnovers. You got to rebound, you can't turn it over. And the Nuggets have been. Jokic by everybody. And a Serbian slam for the big man.
A Serbian slam.
7-foot offensive engine who simply cannot be sped up, pressured, or forced into a bad decision. He's also on track to set new all-time records in, are you ready? Win shares per 48 minutes, box plus minus, and PER. But wait, there's more. He leads the league in both rebounding and assists per game.
What? Wait. He's leading the league in rebounding and assists?
Something no player has ever done for a full season.
I was just about to ask that question. Has anybody ever done it? Damn, dude. Damn. Here's why I the only reason I would say he's the NBA's worst nightmare, or like he's what the NBA feared of, because he should be the face of the league. He's the man right now. Like over the last like 5 years, like this is the guy, the most consistent, just dominant player. But he doesn't want to be the face of the league. He doesn't want it. He doesn't want all the attention. He doesn't have social media. He's more of a private, quiet guy. So like he's the obvious choice. But I think there's a reason, and no disrespect to Chae, but there's a reason why the NBA shifted the focus to Chae now, because I think Chae would actually enjoy that title. But I really do believe it was Jokic this whole time. That, if they had their choice, it would be him. But play style wise, not personality wise.
NBA in total assists in 67-68, but Oscar Robertson averaged more per game. He's also on pace to become just the 7th player ever to assist on more than half his teammates' baskets, and he's charging toward joining former teammate Russell Westbrook as the only players ever to average a triple-double in multiple seasons. Despite all of this, Jokic's touches, time of possession, and usage rate are all down year over year. His post-ups have dropped off too. David Adelman has basically said the goal is to get him through games without having to run Jokic into 25 post-ups a night. It's better for him, better for his body, and better for the long-term rhythm of their offense. Shifting Jokic from the block to the elbows and the top of the key has been a major win for Denver's overall offensive ecosystem. Moving him higher on the floor pulls his defender out of the paint and opens up space for split actions, dribble handoffs, and backdoor cuts. According to Synergy, Denver ranks 2nd in possessions per game finished off cuts, scoring 1.39 points per possession, tied for 5th best in the league. With Jokic orchestrating the screen and cut, movement-heavy attack.
Perfect bounce passes.
And with Denver's guards and wings happily feasting on the opportunities created by the attention he draws, the scoring efficiency is off the charts for a Nuggets offense that ranks number 1 in the NBA per cleaning the glass. They're putting up 131.3 points per 100 non-garbage time possessions with Jokic on the floor, a level of offensive production far beyond what even the best all-time offenses have posted. And it somehow feels like they still have another gear to reach. Christian Braun and newcomer Cam Johnson are both shooting just 21% from 3, numbers that should rise as they continue getting the same high-quality looks. And those looks will keep coming, because Jokic will keep creating them. Send extra help and he'll spoon-feed his teammates for easy buckets. Play him straight up and he'll torch you until you start sending help. And then he'll start spoon-feeding them again. It's a vicious cycle, one with no real answers.
I know. Unfortunately, he's one of those guys that, like, he's going to punish you even more if you double team him or if you're playing zone on him. He's one of those guys. You got to live with him scoring 30 on you. But if you can get him to not have 10 assists, I think you won. I think you won the Jokic battle. How do you do that? You got to stay man to man and just stay glued, because he is brilliant at reading any little gap. So any split second gap on a split or a switch, he's reading it like it's nothing. Like right now, I'm assuming we're gonna get a double team coming in from here, and then we're gonna get help side coming in here, and then we're gonna get a wide open shot here. And obviously a pass from Jokic right there. That's what I'm assuming, just looking at this. And let's see. Because it's one of those, if everyone just stayed on their guy, you might be able to prevent it. But let's see how they play this out.
All with you tonight.
Oh, okay. All right. But once again, so I got the first part right. Hold on.
One with no real answers.
All right. So we got the help coming in here, but then Murray's just going to split. And he's going to stick with his guy. But look, it's a split second.
With you tonight.
Right there. The second he turned his head, Jokic is already in motion to pass. Murray already knows to cut. Damn, man. Look at this.
Down the middle to Murray, and he puts it away. Beautiful bounce pass by Nikola Jokic.
Including the playoffs, this was.
But that's once again the reason why I prefaced it was you can't double on Jokic. He's going to kill you. Like, he's going to punish you for it. So you got, if he's going to score 50, he's going to score 50, guys. You know, like I don't know what else to say. You can't give him an opportunity to be a facilitator. I don't know how to stop this guy.
His fifth career 50-point game, but unbelievably, the first one that actually came in a Nuggets win. Last season, he dropped a career-high 61 points with 11 rebounds and 10 assists, the most points ever in a triple-double, but Denver still lost 140 to 139 in overtime to the Timberwolves. Jokic definitely remembered that one, so this time he finally got to celebrate the performance. The win pushed Denver to 9-2, while the Clippers fell to 3-8. It was their first matchup since the Nuggets knocked LA out in 7 games in last year's Western Conference quarterfinals. Jokic averaged 24 points per game in that series, the third lowest scoring output of his 16 postseason series. And Ivica Zubac is usually one of the better bigs at making him work. Not this time though. Denver actually blew a 10-point lead in the first half and even trailed by 10 right before halftime. But after scoring 25 in the first quarter, Jokic came out after the break and didn't miss. I mean,
like 25 points in the first quarter, guys. 12 minutes in a quarter. You're scoring more than 2 points per minute. Like 24 seconds on a shot clock. The math is insane to be able to pull that off.
Literally. He went a perfect 7 for 7 from the field.
No wonder why. Perfect 7 for 7. So at least 14, we'd say about probably 17 points came there, and then maybe a couple of free throws.
The third, and the Nuggets eventually stretched their lead to as many as 20.
Hold on, let me just back this up. Sorry guys, I don't mean to pause it so much, but this video is awesome.
After the break and didn't miss. I mean, literally. He went a perfect 7 for 7 from the field in the third, and the Nuggets eventually stretched their lead to as many as 22 in the second half. The 2023 Finals MVP knows his team can be special because of their depth and their defense, and they needed both on a tough second night of a back-to-back, finishing the game without Cam Johnson and Christian Braun, who exited with right arm and left ankle injuries. Even so, Denver owns the second-best defense in the NBA, trailing only the defending champion Oklahoma City Thunder, which makes Jokic's ability to dominate on top of that even more absurd. Nikola Jokic has always been unique, but this version, it's a problem the league hasn't seen before. Smarter, sharper, more efficient, and somehow even more unguardable. This isn't Jokic chasing another MVP, this is Jokic chasing perfect basketball. If you think Jokic is on pace for one of the most efficient seasons in NBA history, hit that like button and let me know in the comments.
Like and subscribe, buddy.
His passing or his touch? And if you enjoyed this video, check out one of these ones on your screen.
All right, that's going to do it. Yeah, definitely. If you enjoyed this video, check out the link down below in the description. It'll send you over to this video and you can subscribe as well. What else needs to be said? I mean, the season is early, so it's dumb to talk about MVPs. But I gotta say, over the last 4 years, every year I'm pretty much thinking the same thing. I think Jokic is the best basketball player in the world. And the only thing that can prevent him from winning the MVP this year is not having a good enough record. But so far their record is okay, but is that sustainable? That's what we'll find out in the future here. But yeah, if he has a good enough record, I don't see any reason why he can't win another MVP here. Because honestly, last year he was my MVP as well. Once again, no disrespect to Chae. I'm just saying, I thought Jokic was the best in the world. And I think he's even better now. I know, I hype up a young Wemby because I'm excited for his future. But if we're, that's like back in the day, seeing Penny come in or T-Mac come in or Shaq come in, and you're like, oh man, the potential, the ceiling is high. But who's the best in the world right now? For many years now, I think it's Jokic, man. The best all-around player. And I mean, when it's all said and done, who knows? Who knows what this man will have accomplished by the time his career ends? All I know is I'm here for it. He is amongst one of the only players that are keeping me in, actively watching the NBA. I like watching Denver games. I like watching San Antonio games. And I like rooting against the Lakers. And I like watching the Suns, of course. I used to like watching Dallas, but it's just it's the Cooper Flag show right now. So no Kyrie, no AD, and it's it's kind of crappy to watch at this point. But yeah, man, I'm trying to get into watching a little more OKC as well. Especially with how dominant they've been this year. They've been fun to watch a couple of games of. Anyways, I'm going off on a tangent. You guys, if you haven't, I know a lot of you guys, you're even more serious about hating the current NBA than I am. I urge you, there's these couple of players that you should just watch them every so often, okay? You see a Denver game, just watch Jokic for a while, okay? Watch him do his thing. You see a San Antonio game, I urge you to watch a little bit of Wemby, see what he's doing. And also, if you want to watch a Laker game, I mean, check out what Luka's doing. Luka is phenomenal. And if you don't I know there's a lot to dislike about Luka. Watch the way he passes. Watch the way he deals with the pick and roll. Fantastic. And Chae, great all-around player, great defense, great mid-range. So if you miss that that Kobe, Jordan kind of mid-range game, you'll get a little taste of that with Chae as well. So yeah, I can't say watch the Suns or anything like that. It's really not that exciting. Not the greatest basketball, but those couple of teams, you get something special by watching those games, because there is some special talent in here. It's few and far between, but we got a couple of really special players. And Jokic is just an old school, hard working dude. It's hard not to root for him. You know what I mean? Because he doesn't talk trash. He doesn't hype himself up. You don't see him on advertisements all over the place, and he's not full of himself. Always takes accountability, and he's the leader and never complains. No matter how hard he's working, he's never complaining. And he's an old school kind of guy. And with that, I'll leave it with that. Anyways, you guys, who's been your favorite players to watch this season? You guys just heard mine. I'm curious who you guys have had your eyes on. And let me know in the comments, okay? All right, guys, like the vid if you could. Subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Hit that subscribe plus if you'd like to support my channel. And most importantly, it's the be water, my friends.